Okay. Now, gentlemen, we'll talk about what we call options like quality, which are being tested. These particular 15 qualities is what is being assessed by the SSB. Now, let's understand. We did talk, we are a person which is being tested, isn't it? You are a person being tested. Now, this person, he has got something what we call cognitive bias. Cognitive bias. He is also got some social bias. He's got social bias. Then we call it something cognitive distortion. And every person has got certain personality. Then you got, depend upon person to person, you got certain phobia. Then you got every person, we got IQ, EQ, PQ, and SQ. You've got intelligence quotient, we've got emotional quotient, be it what you call physical quotient, and they call adaptive quotient. So many new terminology has come in, but they are the latest phenomena. And all this person with so many baggage is put in an environment, correct? This environment now, so this becomes the person who is not alone. He's not original person. He is carrying so many baggages, and plus the baggage of environment itself. He is now going to interact with the situation that we have already talked about, isn't it? So now, how does he interact with the situation? That we call emotional regulation. Because of the interaction that this gentleman with so many parameters is going to interact with the situation, he will be having certain emotion and thought process. How well does he adjust to that regulation? How does he controls his emotion and performs well is going to define the success. Is it or not? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So the fundamental is that I must really take control of myself. Situation is going to be beyond my control. Now, most of the time, many a time, I keep people asking, they ask me, sir, tell me the answer for when he is going and standing in a queue and the SRT ka bata do. I say, SRT is a conscious domain. You should be doing what is right. That's all, simple. You should be doing what is right, nothing beyond that. What is required is the situation. Can I say situation can be any number of times? How can you practice? So the problem is I must develop a technique to deal with the situation in an appropriate manner. That's what is there. You prepare for examination by giving mock test. Why do you do that? Second question generally, is it necessary to go through what you call as a training or when say coaching? For instance, I say yes. Why? You may be right, may be good, but you do not know what is expected out of you. Your performance may not be matching the direction in which you should have moved. Secondly, minor correction which are required, if you can correct it, probably you can make it. But if you ask really, if you are a good personality, if you are clean personality, if you are a good person, you do not require any coaching. Some people go through and they do it well. There's nothing wrong with that. In our time, we never had any coaching, any system. We did not know what SSB was. And what we probably God was kind. We passed through. Okay, so this is how the problem comes up. So what we will try in next couple of days, we'll try and do it, is try and talk about all these particular phenomena, because this is what I understand is there. You can keep writing a story, keep doing it, G2 and all, that's very trivial. That's the task performance. It's the theory behind it which is most important. Okay, now first and foremost, now what it says, how you think determines what you think, and therefore what you will do. What does it mean? So it basically just now when you have to deal with the situation, what is necessary is the thought process, is it or not? And if you don't think rightly, would you ever make a dent? So as a process that chart the result you achieve through thought, a unique meta, this we call metacognition. Metacognition. And what is it is not being intelligent. You are a very intelligent person, but he has not passed the examination. He could not pass the test. So that it is not intelligence important, it is use of intelligence which is more important. Means your intelligence best effect to that you can get things done and done well. काम नहीं करना है. You don't have to perform. You have to perform to the best that is possible. Best that is possible. In every enterprise, small, large, it is people think thought process that generates real wealth. You have worked in the some company on there. You know it is the individual which matters. They are my resource. They are my resource. Okay. So the basically what is the thought which is important. What is happening? You got result is here. You want to pass SSB. That can only happen if you act properly. That can only happen if you've got a right thought. Right thought can only come with right thinking. Right thinking will come if you've got a what you call your right profile, right profile, right profile. So result comes from action. Action comes from thought. Thought comes from thinking. Thinking from profile. And our mind profile is made up of attributes that judge what is right. That what is right. You may say, you have done best. What was it right? The right depends upon what? What is expected out of you. The problem is, if you have written, see, just like you have prepared any examination, you may have given the answer, but he must be expecting you to tell you the process. And if you're not told the process, you probably will not get the marks that you desire. So judge what is right course of action, and committed to carry it out. The commitment is more important. So if you can show this, these three words takes it through the complete assessment technique by itself. Does it or not? It is you must be doing what is right. You must take right action, and you must be committed. Okay, I have got that motivation, insight, and all. That is what he talks about it. So it comes, describe what is true. Describe information, truth, and reality. So describe what is true. So what comes from there? You must be innovative. You cannot tread the normal path and expect to pass. So you will one of the mediocrity that we call talker, you will be mediocre. Person it is now, imagine, lacks of conduct appear. Why do people fail? Nothing there, it's not their fault. They have to be different. You have to, advertisement देखा होगा ना that एक वो करता है कश्यप बढ़ता है and he कैसे करता है how did it's a different. So you have to be different. You have to be different, something different that people look for you. So now rely what is new. You must be something new. You have to offer, okay, you must have certain freshness, certain new ideas so that I can select you on it. Judge what is right and describe what is true. That is the basic comes into play. Okay, now in that case, we have already talked about there are 15 qualities. 15 qualities are distributed in a group of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One is related to the head. That is the intelligence. And if you are intelligent, you know how to deal with the people. You know how to deal with the people. And you will also be a good leader because you can use your brain to give the right decision, right time. And you will take appropriate action. So unless you have got this quality, that is your what is that? Effective intelligence, reasoning ability, organizing ability. You cannot afford to pass. The fundamental, people ask any question, what are the quality being checked? Kata, we don't talk leadership, determination, and that comes later on. As an option, I am supposed to be taking decision on the spot. And they still going to decide when the bullets are flying, the decision are going to taken on based on the situation that is existing. Can I delay it? If I delay it, my people are going to die. My mission is going to fail. Is it or not? So the problem is, I must be here. On the contrary, if you are good human, very good human, that does not necessarily mean you will have other qualities. They are correlation. On the contrary, You are a person like, I keep on giving example, sorry for talking my own old chief minister, Lal Prasad Yadav. He's a good leader, mass following, but he has ruined the state. Why? He's all selfish. On the contrary, a person who is a dynamic person who will do, on the contrary, third person, now, this is the second one, this is the third one. A person who is a dynamic quality, he will have all these qualities in the. Okay, so what he really requires, all quality are got, there's overlap of quality. They cannot be distinct. There's 0 and 1. If you talk about effective intent, it depends upon reasonability also. There's certain overlap always there. There's nothing but distinct 0 and 1. This quality will finish here and this quality starts from here. So all 15 qualities, they have got relationship with the other quality somewhere. So if I have got effective intelligence, I will have reasonability, I have got organizing ability, because I'll use my brain to find out. I will have speed of decision, I'll have the ability to influence group, because I can using my brain to influence people. So this is how the things are there. Okay. Now the problem is, officers like qualities are those required by military leaders. It is different from what they expected outside in a corporate world. These qualities are to be taken, and this is based upon the experience of the people who have been successful in the battle. Today, not technology had taken over. So what is expected now would be slightly different from what was existing till then. There may be certain modification to the quality itself. That's the reason now, earlier Navy had 100% people have to be engineer at officer level. Earlier it wasn't. So situation based upon the change that is occurring, quality also are expected to be different. Okay, so those required by military leaders on which personality assessment based on 15 officer qualities are there since 1978 and it's still continuing. So the first is called effective intelligence, reasonability, organizability, and power expression. That is the factor 1. Second is social adaptability, cooperation, sense of responsibility. Third is initiative, self-confidence, speed of decision, ability to think, and liveliness. And finally, determination, courage, and stamina. Courage and stamina. So they are the 15 qualities which are checked for where you are given a scale of 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Now, so the first quality which is there is a factor 1. It is related to head. I must be, first thing which is required is you must be intelligent person, must be intelligent. If not intelligent, you must be able to use your intelligence to find a solution, must be able to find a solution. You may be very intelligent, but you don't take. You remember, Hanuman had all the quality to do jump it because he did not know what is to be. He had forgotten. Until he was told, where you have got all the capability. Similarly, you have the capability, intelligence, but if you don't use it, that's of no use. So if the planning organizer, the first factor, factor 1, is related to head. Second factor is related to heart. You must be intelligent person and you must be a good human. You must be a good human. You must be a good human. Thirdly, you must be socially effective. There's a spinal cord. There's spinal cord. And finally, you must be able to have a dynamic quality. That is factor 4. Now, first and foremost is called effective intelligence. Intelligence utilized in coping with a situation of varying complexity. We have already defined situation, isn't it? Situation is fleeting, changing, fast changing, or we have got no control. We have got no control. Imagine a battle scenario when you've gone with a certain group of people and you find your enemy too strong to you. How do you react to that? Should we surrender? Should I get out? Because situation is going to change. Secondly, you recollect back our own situation when COVID had occurred. Who knew that what is going to happen? No one knew, including our own Prime Minister. How many times did he speak to the nation? At least 3, 4, 5 times. कभी घंटी बजाता था, कभी कुछ everything used to come with new thing, and people used to laugh at him. But that's how he handled the situation, isn't it? Didn't he? So now, intelligence utilized in coping with situation of varying complexity, that is what is important. It should be practical. Can you grow wheat on Mars today? Probably tomorrow, but not today in any case. Capacity to evolve workable solution. What is possible? What is possible? Okay. Then क्या है? Capacity. So it is the resource, use of available resource. You cannot ask for more. What is available, you have to find a solution between that only. Finally, it's an improvisation and finding solution now what happens? When a boxer is losing. हाँ भाई चौधरी बोल.
Yes, sir.
How would he win when he is losing? On there are 3 rounds, but 2 rounds he has already lost. How can he win?
Uh, so performing better in the last
अब
round,
आप का मार्क्स नंबर
sir,
तुम
by
ऐसे हार रहे यार तुम.
knocking the opponent out.
हाँ क्या?
So by knocking out.
So you have come the right. So now the situation is knocking he's the right person. Now you are already losing 2 bouts. Third bout may you know you are losing. So only option to you is give a knockout punch, and the person falls down and you win. So when you are tight situation, you have to give out the knockout punch so that you survive. That is effective intelligence, very effective intelligence. We did talk about effectiveness earlier. Now let's reread it again. Effective intelligence is one's ability to use their natural and developed capability effectively in order to achieve success. Mind you, very, very important. Use of intelligence to use their natural and developed capability effectively in order to achieve success. If you don't, it's one's ability to develop in enabling belief, making appropriate decision, and take appropriate action that can translate who they are genetically and who they would have become because of the environment, timing, luck into success. Is it important or not? This is the most important. Understand, if you have this quality, rest of quality fall in line. Rest of quality fall in line. I'm a firm believer it is the effective intelligence which is going to be important. Effective is a meta intelligence and defines the degree to which we can put into effective use by our other intelligence. Because today intelligence are suppose 8 to 10 parameters, not only. So it is one's ability to capitalize on the intelligence in an effective way so that will lead to success. Okay. So the problem comes up, to be successful intelligence is to think well in 3 different directions. What are those? Analytically, creativity, and practically. If you use the 3 keyword, either it may be interview, maybe GTO, maybe even psych, or anywhere in the world, for any situation. These 3 words come very important. Analytical, you say analytical, creative, and practical. Okay. Now, how are they related? Okay. And they must be used effectively. How? That let's talk about it here. Now, say analytically, practically, and creativity. Okay. Now, analytical means what? Is required to solve problem and to judge the quality of ideas. You can solve a problem. How good is it? Analytical intelligence encompasses the ability to think abstractly and process information effectively. Person high on the dimension are able to think critically and analytically. Analytical intelligence emphasizes effectiveness in information processing and crash. So it is analytical. Anything you must know why. What are the parameters? How things should be done? Why not? Why should I do it? They are analytical, isn't it? So it simply involves 3 things. What are those? Analyze, be informed, and evaluate. So you must analyze any situation that you face. I must analyze what the situation is. Have I got adequate information on the subject or not? Can I get what I can get at that time? I can't wait for the information to come always. I have to take decision based on information available to me and evaluate, am I right or not? Which course of action should I take it? Like, your decision should be logical. Should be logical. And you should be able to judge, is it right or not? And organize things in a way that gives you the result. Explain why did you take the decision. You should be able to create, no, in Hindi, there's a word, Nindak near a rakhiya, angan kuti chapai. Means you have a person who disagrees with you. I always say we disagree to agree. So you should be critical of your own decision. Am I right or not? Could I have done it better? And then you must take a balance view. This is what analytical thinkers need to play. Okay, next. Next is called creative. Your ideas, no, new development has taken because of creativity, isn't it? Today, modern warfare, which you are seeing what is happening in Ukraine and all, it is it is total creativity. New ideas, new things. So creativity has become very, very important. It required to formulate good problems and ideas. First, creative intelligence includes the ability to formulate new ideas, to combine seemingly unrelated facts and information. It emphasizes insight and ability to invent new solutions, generally overlooked by other things. So you should create, the idea should be novel, and you must design new things, design new way of thinking, new way of doing things. It should be compelling, imaginative. Suppose, invent an appropriate task. That is what is, suppose there are three words comes creative. Rather, practical or contextual intelligence. You needed to use the idea that use analysis in an effective way in one's ability. Practical intelligence covers the ability to adapt to changing environment and condition and to shape the environment so as to maximize one's strength and compensate. Now, I use the adapt. Adaptation we are doing every day, aren't we doing it? Are we adapting or not? Different
Yes.
environment, different situation, on how well are we to adapt, that is more important. So these are the three things are very important. What are those things? We should be analytical, creative, and practical. And if you can do these words, you'll all be on the system. Based upon this, read this, Reshma.
Thinking work is challenging work. Effective intelligence meets this challenge. It is system for learning how to choose the best thing to do and to make sure it gets done. A mixture of hard and soft skills. EI simply means to using intelligence to best effect so that you can get things done and done well. Of all skills, thinking is the most strategic, which multiplies values. When you improve your thinking process, you improve everything. Thinking fuels and enhances other skills so that investment in rising thinking performance brings returns in all activities.
So what is
For
there
example,
now? Simple is the thinking is the resource. Thinking is the,
resource.
and that resource must be used effectively. If you don't think properly, simply by writing a story and giving examination and it doesn't matter, doesn't matter at all. You have to analyze whether I'm right or not. For example, people with high intelligence do not always use their mind effectively, or the solution might not be effective enough to win the approval. Everyone has their failures, so we don't get perturbed by the failure. Failure will occur. Failure will occur. So this is more important. So as far as psychology is concerned, it is the effective intelligence is most important. That's the reason we have developed. No, when we're like deeper in the system. And next comes what reasoning ability. Is the ability to grasp the essential well and arrive at a logical. This is a part of, again, effective intelligence itself. When you look at it, though it is like some overlap between the two. We did talk about analytical. So here it is, you must analyze the problem and come to logical conclusion. Logical conclusion. I call it girl, G for grasp, I for inquiring attitude, R for SST, L for logic. L for logic. You must understand the problem, then when you can find a solution, isn't it? That is grasp. I must ask, how can I do it? Question. Why it has come back? What situation? That is a question. What I must really ask. All Y, W, R for inquiry. R for no receptivity. I must listen. Listening itself is art by itself. We have got tendency to respond without understanding what is being asked. As I must be logical. I must be logical. Same thing as it put into receptivity is I must until you pay attention. Can you be receptive? No. You have to have interest in what you are doing. He must have grasping power. That is grasp. Inquiring attitude. Healthy curiosity. You must have seen in classes around there sometime. Student decide, ask पढ़ाई नहीं करना है. You start asking all sorts of stupid question and which unhealthy question, and teacher goes into storytelling mode. And you enjoy, okay, we did not let him. Whose loss? It's your loss. Okay. So it must be, then you must be asked in interviewing also, he asks you question about general awareness. It is part of inquiring attitude, nothing more. He asks you what is happening in the world, tell me what Russia is doing, what Ukraine doing, what is there, how would you analyze it, and all sorts of things. That is suppose inquiring. It's a small part of the whole system. Normally, every student is bothered, अरे मैं current affairs नहीं आता है, how I will not pass. अरे current affairs comes later on. If you got gold tie, you will still pass. Yes, you must know the ability and you must know the services for which you are asking. If you go and apply for a job for a company, you must know what the company is doing. If I do not know so if you go to SSB and you are going for army and you got no knowledge about army, then it's sad. You can't afford to make a dent in any case. Ability to arrive at concrete, rational thinking. Normally ऐसा दिल और दिमाग का सामंजस्य होना चाहिए. They should balance between heart and head. Heart and head. We have got tendency to be taking decision based upon heart sometimes based on only the head. It is a balance between the two which is important. You must really look at the essential of the problem and come to that. Okay. So this is the reasoning ability. Next comes organizing ability. Organizing ability what? I have got knowledge. I have got intelligence. I must organize. If you have got a physics paper, book of physics should be on top, isn't it? Not at the bottom, not at the bottom. If I am supposed to, why at the pocket is on the left hand side? Because most of people use the right hand. Most of you use the right hand. Isn't it? So why do we drive on the left side of the road and right side of the road? Again, it requires logic. So it is basically organizing that you have ability to arrange resources in a systematically way, whereby I'm going to use it. Okay. And achieve the desired result that you want to do it. Lastly, part of expression, all of you can afford to express yourself, will not leave it here. So these are the first group of qualities. Second group of quality we call you must be good human. In good human comes from what we call must be socially adaptable. Ability to adapt to the social environment and adjust well with the person and social group. What is happening in our world? If you're working environment, if my boss is there, I'm wagging my tail, like a dog. When it comes to my friend, I put on his shoulder and just try and become a child. When subordinate comes, I kick him around. That's what is it established? No. I have to be, what is there? I have to be a mature person. I cannot afford to be talking about parent or a child. I'm adult. All my behavior, irrespective with whom I'm doing it, it should be adult behavior. That is what adaptability means. Ability to adapt to social environment and adjust well is what is there. Social intelligence. As we have got effective intelligence, same thing we call it social intelligence. Social intelligence. Social intelligence is what? I must know what society expects me to do. But is it that should I go to wrong way? No. What is right for the society, I must stick to it. What is not right for the society, I should not. So ability to get well along with the superior, equal, and subordinate in the same in an adult fashion. You recollect we meet your old friend from school at that time. And what happens? You start being like a child, don't you? Let's go for ice cream. We went to that, and that's also something we keep doing it. Attitude towards others, it's a empathy. Empathy, there are three types of empathy. They talk about cognitive empathy. Now, why Resma or Chaudhary is not looking bright today? I must understand why. Is there something wrong with him? He's not very happy. Is there something which is troubling him? There's emotional empathy. If you are not feeling happy, you're not happy, something has wrong has happened, I can't be laughing at you, can I? So that's the empathy. It's simple. It's the attitude towards others. I should be able to help others. That is what is the ability, man's position to appreciate, justify difficulty and render help to the extent that he can. अभी क्या होगा एसएसबी में एवरीवन हैज टेकन जितना कहानी लिखता है सब में कहते हेल्प मदद करते रहो तो मदद करोगे तो यू विल गेट ओनली स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द क्वालिटी इज कमिंग अप इज इट नॉट 12 स्टोरी में एवरी पर्सन हेल्प्स so that gives only small part of the that is social that comes into play. What are other qualities? You will not get the right situation. You should be tactful to deal with others. Sorry. Okay. And adjust to the various social. Now, किसी के जनाजा निकल रहा है and I still laughing. That it can't happen. So this is what you call social adaptability. Cooperation. Normally, you must have seen people say, I would have done well, sir, but he didn't cooperate with me. Chaudhary did not cooperate with Reshma or Reshma did not cooperate with Chaudhary. Otherwise, things would have been done. Who's at fault? Both of you. Giving cooperation and eliciting cooperation is part of the same coin. Is it same coin or not?
Yes, sir.
So when we blame others, we must think, what is my fault? So attitude willingly participates in harmony with others. So basically, joint effort and team spirit, that is cooperation. Sense of responsibility, sense of duty, and sense of become conscientious. What is conscientious? Adhere to the social and moral standard. So all this, even honesty, all these factors come to play. Okay. I just told it. Just a second, I'll just come back.
कब है आपका एसएसपी? आपका एसएसपी कब है? हेलो?
Okay. So there is a sense of responsibility, right? Okay. Next comes your third quality, because you are a good human. You are an intelligent person. These two are qualities. Using these two qualities, you can effective in society. If you didn't have, you are not intelligent and you didn't have you are not good human, you cannot afford to be effective in society. The first quality comes in initiative. Initiative is taking the first step in unfamiliar situation based on past experience. Then क्या होता है? Acting in evaluated situation. Recollect when the COVID came. COVID में क्या हुआ? No one knew what it. So sometimes he says, "Thali bajao, ye bolo." Then because the protective clothing came back, then vaccine came into it, and they irrespective of what happened, and slowly, this was came under control. That is it. So unless the problem is solved, you cannot be initiated. I tried but failed. That is not the solution. You have to try and bring it to closer. That is initiative. Correct. Next comes self-confidence will come back only if you have got some knowledge. If you have and certain amount of familiarity, and you have to faith in yourself, that's self-efficacy. And if you don't have, you cannot afford self-confidence. And speed to decision, right decision, not the fast decision, right decision, right time. Right decision, right time. Okay. Next comes your Ability to influence group. Why should men die with me? I am going to lead people to death as an officer. Why should he die for me? Understand? He knows the bullet is going to hit him. And when it comes to he stands in front of the officer to take the bullet on his chest. Why? There is a certain thing beyond that. In substance, because Nam Namak Nisan, there is a trivial aspect of it. It is the faith that he has got, you are taking him in the right direction. That is ability to influence group. Lively is called buoyancy. World is full of problems. Like a ship, it creates buoyancy because of amount of water it displaces. Similarly, in this world of problem, amount of buoyancy that delivers I remain afloat in spite of the problem, that is liveliness. It is not being happy, going for picnic, it is not liveliness. The student talk about, sir, picnic, it's a liveliness. Is it liveliness? No, that's enjoyment. Liveliness is, in spite of the problem, I remain afloat. There are problems. We are a human, we'll face a lot of problems, irrespective that we'll still remain afloat. Correct? They are the five we call social effectiveness. We will only come back if you got intelligent and if you are good human, use those two particular quality to become effective in society. Next comes determination, the dynamic qualities. Now, first three group of the is like a force. And a work is said to be done when force move an object through a distance. So these three qualities, that is intelligence, good human, and so they are just the force. Until you perform, you cannot afford that work is not said to be done. So determination, the first is the perseverance with which you pursue a goal. Failure is a part of life. So it is a fixation of purpose. And you cannot afford to be like a wasp. Look at a wasp. When it gets stuck in an area which has got a glass, it keeps striking the glass. So you cannot be knave to keep striking a glass. You must know there is an obstacle. I must put my effort in right direction, fix it in a purpose, mental concentration, strength of will, and that is what it drives me from the system. That is determination. Next comes courage. Taking risk knowingly. No, it's those who take spirit, so adventurous activities, they're taking a risk. Now, if I tell you, when I say taking risk, it has got certain probability of success, isn't it? If I tell you jump from 5th floor, would you ever survive? You won't. You're going to die in any case. Until there's certain probability of success, why should I take that risk? The risk involves certain probability of success. So it is not a blind action. You're not getting hero. That's why I say my hero in TAT should not die. When he dies, there's no use. I want a person to survive and take action as is required. Okay. That is what is the next for stamina. Mental stamina and physical stamina can be built by anyone. But it's the mental stamina which is most important. Out of these 6.5, the 15 qualities, over and above this, the three qualities called, one is called motivation, insight, and trainability. There are three additional things which are required. Look at this person. Analyze his qualities. He's got all the 15 qualities, all qualities. He is a person, effective intelligence, use of intelligence to use the final solution. He wanted to play a billiard and he made a mud of Kabanawa. He's playing. Is he playing or not?
Yes, sir.
So effective intelligence. Reasoning, organized reasoning ability, he's got logic. Itna foot ka itna feet, he's got logic also. He's put in logic. Has he able to organize? Danta se khel raha. 3. Social, he has got a boy at the back of it. So he's got social ability. Hai ya nahi? Initiative,
Yes,
he has
sir.
taken initiative. Jo hai, usi mutabik ho say. He has found an initiative. He found a solution. He has taken right decision. So now imagine one picture gives you the clue how should really behave. Next comes your After that, what is there? That's 6.5 quality. You cannot go wrong. For psychologists, I still believe that the effective is more important, but when the bifurcation IO and G2 takes in terms of reasoning ability, but effective is most important. Then comes reasoning ability for G2 and IO, social ability, cooperation, sense of responsibility for all, liveliness, courage, and mental stamina. That's why called 6.5 quality. You cannot go wrong. इसमें कहीं भी गलती नहीं होना चाहिए. This 6 quality has a ditto. They cannot any person on these 6.5 quality, you can never pass. Okay. It is impossible to have all quality to high degree. So there will be certain fluctuation, no problem. Yes, 6.5 quality में गड़बड़ नहीं होना चाहिए. बाकी में you can go up and down. There's no problem. We are all human. Will be different. Will we? Different. We are going to take people from the common people money. We are not looking for any extra people. We are average common person from there. Okay. Next, you make question comes, how do I develop it? The problem is very nice to give a lecture of 15 quality you must have, but how should I develop? That's a very personal. Simple formula I have got it. Put a small card, put all 15 qualities on a AI and all in a small card center of it. And before you go to sleep any day, take out that card, put a tick if you have shown presence of that quality anywhere throughout your day's event, and put a cross on left hand side if something has gone wrong. Suppose you are late for a class, it means you're not conscientious. Sense of duty is gone. So put a cross. What you'll find, and early in the morning when you get up, don't do anything. Have a look at it. It gives you 5 seconds. So your mind gets alert and it starts telling you that ये ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा होना. What you will find for 15 days, 10, 15 days, it will go degrade. It's something like when you get hurt and you only want to prevent your feet getting hurt further, उसी में जाकर चोट लगती है. So as a result, what is happening down there? These negative qualities which are there, you'll find it goes through the negative direction for next 5 to 10 days. But as you go across, it improves later on. So 10, 15 days exercise, it helps you a lot. That is the daily law. Second is, I say, before you go to sleep, reflect what all events have passed in the light. Anytime you sleep, 11 o'clock, what was there? It comes with the speed of light. It comes with the speed of light. And you realize where you had a slack, where you wasted time, where you could have utilized better, what you could have talked better. So all such quality, what you have done in a brief second before you go to sleep, you already analyze what was right, what was not so right, isn't it? Now, if you practice this exercise for about say few days, and if you make it a routine, don't you think you will get corrected? Simple. I'm not exercise
Yes,
very
sir.
great. Third, you must have set a goal for what you got now? 6 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. No. Now, what is there? It is a thought which is important. We make a plan for 6 days, 1 week, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. So that is how the things are going to be happening around them. Okay. I have tried to talk so many things now. Any question from your side? Okay.
No, sir.
No questions.